What's up, and welcome to the first episode of Meet the Founder. I have a special guest here today who ironically, for you to be the first guest and you are the only male on the Curl Bible platform is insane. Please introduce yourself, Kaydon Davis.
My name is Kaydon Davis, as the lovely Dana said. I am the founder of Natural Beauty Express, and I am so happy to be here today.
And what's interesting, you guys probably know his product before you know him because his body butters are one of the #1 selling products on Curl Bible. They are absolutely amazing. They smell delicious. And if you haven't, the link is in the description. You can go try some out. You know what? Maybe we'll put a special coupon code in the description. Actually, you know what? No. This young black man right here, you need to pay full price for the product. That is real support, right?
Right.
Yeah, y'all paying full price. I want the Curl Bible family to know who you are. I've had the pleasure of experiencing your joy and your smile whenever you've delivered product to the warehouse. And so I would love for everyone to get to know you a little bit. You said that the first product, your favorite product you've ever created was vanilla almond.
Right.
My question is how? Body butter and soaps. How did you get here? What made you say, I'm gonna create body butters?
Well, long story. We have a couple hours? Okay.
No, we don't actually, Kaydon.
So, to make the long story shorter, went on a team vacation and I was making breakfast for the team and, I was frying dumpling and the pot of hot oil exploded, burning me in my face, 2nd degree, and on my hand, 3rd degree. So, I went to the clinic the next day after and they, gave me this tub of cream to put on the burn. I couldn't pronounce one thing in it. And I'm going to school for physics.
Really?
And I couldn't pronounce. Couldn't identify it. So I threw it out and just, drew on the knowledge from Jamaica of healing burns, cuts, and all of those stuff. And I literally scraped aloe vera, mixed it with honey and vitamin E oil to heal it. And then after I healed
Where was the burn?
It was all over here. So it
Dude,
literally, my eye was shut.
I don't see anything.
Right. So, after I healed it with that concoction.
Wait, can you guys get a close-up? His face looks perfect.
Right,
your
you
skin
can't
complexion, everything, you cannot tell.
Right.
And hot oil to your face.
Right. So after I healed it, I had a scar though. And here's the beautiful part, why these are magic. I researched, how to get rid of a scar, and vitamin E kept popping up. So I literally found every ingredient that had vitamin E in it. And I was like, instead of using one, why not use them all? And if you read them, shea butter, cocoa butter, castor oil, olive oil, vitamin E oil. All of those.
It says vitamin E oil
all
in
of them
there.
has vitamin E and is known for generating brand new cells. And this is the result. After I saw the result, I was like, the world needs this. They need this. So that's how body butters have started, and that was the first product.
That is an awesome story.
Thank you.
I think for beauty products, for me, especially things that you put on your body, I was introduced to body butter so late in the game, because we were a cocoa butter, the Palmer's kind of family, where my mom would just go to Walmart or CVS. I think because of maybe temperature control and all that kind of stuff, a lot of big companies that scale don't sell body butters on a mass.
Right.
I don't know. Do you feel that way?
Yeah.
In stores?
Definitely. You don't see a lot of body butters in there per se. And if you do see some kind of natural, like the cocoa butter, it's mixed with something to prevent the melting.
From spoiling.
Which then comes to your skin health. So to eliminate that, we just reworked formulas and then came up with this, and it lasts. So, they need to do a little more research.
No, this is pretty good. And I will say, once again, don't do this. Try it for yourself. I am not medically or clinically telling you to do anything. But what's interesting is you came out with the newborn body butter when I had my son. And so me and Mars, one day we were talking, she was like, hey, and I'm like, what? And she was like, I used this on Zoe's diaper rash and it worked. And I was like, really? Really? And so I did too, and it works absolutely perfect. But this one for sure I use on my son, my husband. Actually, we use all of them.
Right.
Like, and I'm not even, like, no cap, like, legit, I use these every single day.
I'm so happy.
Love,
to
love,
hear
love
that.
them. They're
Thank
absolutely
you.
perfect. What made you join Curl Bible? Like, do you remember that? I don't, I have such a crappy memory. Do you remember that?
Well, I was definitely introduced to it. Cause like I was in that place where I wasn't getting like that publicity, right?
Okay.
And the person that introduced me was a fan of yours for a long time. I've watched you up the whole journey since like you were praying and everything online. So she knew the backstory and everything. So she introduced me to the platform and said, "Hey, you have to get your products on here." And I didn't hesitate. I called the same day she told me, and I spoke to Brittany. And the rest is history. Here we are. And as I said, I'm so grateful that I followed through, because sometimes you get information and it's like, okay, yeah, I'll do it later, but no, that's not me. I followed through and I became a part of the team, and I'm so happy.
What do you feel like was like one of the most unexpected things about joining Curl Bible?
Definitely when we just started, I remember orders were like 50 of each item. 2021, 500. So like that was like the growth over the years.
You're probably like, Dana, what are you guys doing over there?
So it's like that growth was like, it wasn't unexpected, because I see your work ethic firsthand. So it wasn't unexpected, but that was just like, wow. The team at Curl Bible just, so, yeah.
Oh, that makes me feel so special. Like, you're picking up what we're trying to put down, It just was like a thing, and then 15 to 500. Thank you.
All right, so like 3 more years from now, the distance, it's gonna be large.
Okay, so really quick, I want to get into one. I'm gonna open up the strawberry, right? So they do indeed come with a top. Right. Love, love, love that there's a seal to it. And then you open it, and what I'm gonna do is I wanna show, if we could get like a super, can we get a close-up of this? Like, I wanna show you guys how creamy this is. Like, literally, I'm taking my finger, and I'm just going, like, are you kidding me? The body butter just breaks up. It stays moisturized and soft and doesn't get too hard.
Right.
Like, it literally melts at your skin. Watch this. I have to show you all this, because I feel like those first impressions when you create a product means absolutely so much.
Right.
And so this isn't just any normal body butter. Like, watch this melt on my skin. Like,
yeah, goes on smooth, stay all day. That should be your motto.
wait, why isn't it? How about you make it your motto now?
Right. Goes on smooth and stay all day.
Like, and then automatic rejuvenation. Like, were my elbows ashy? Oh my gosh.
And like I've had someone come up to me,
Oh my gosh, it smells like, I wish they innovated like scratch and sniff on a computer so that you can be like, like if you can just smell it like right now, it smells so good.
Right, an NFT, just scratch it. That would be cool.
And so I have a question. When you first, I wouldn't say when you first started out, because I feel like when you start a business, you're like super gung-ho and you're resilient and you're ready to take on the world, take on all the challenges, whatever, right? It's not until you're a couple years in and you think you have everything figured out and then things go to crap. Tell me your biggest oh crap moment when it came to running your business. Was there a difficult time? Maybe have you ever wanted to give up or just rethink this? Like, what? Give me a trial. Come on, bro. Tell us the truth. Give some inspiration.
Definitely the time that you thought it was going to take. Oh, this is easy. Yeah, I can just knock this out the park and it's going to be a cakewalk. And then it's 24 hours a day. Like, it's non-stop. You always have to be thinking, because like maybe you're used to a setting where you got orders things to do at a job, but here you're creating what to do, and then you have to go do it yourself. So it's like you're going in, you're not thinking so far ahead, like, okay, everything that needs to be done, it's me, unless I hire. And sometimes when you're starting out, you don't have that capital to hire, so it's all you. So you're a content creator, you're posting, managing, making products, shipping products, driving it. So it's like, it's a lot. So it's the time that you think that it's going to take, multiplied by 3.
Okay, but this wasn't your first business.
No.
So tell us a little bit about your experience, like how you first started your entrepreneurial journey.
Right. So I am a super nerd. Is that a legal
I
word?
mean, you went to school for physics.
Physics,
Like, who goes to
right.
school for physics?
Right. So like I enjoyed school up until like sophomore year in college.
Wow.
It got to the point where it got like pointless in a sense. Like I wasn't seeing the value towards what I wanted to do. So I sat down one day with myself and did calculation of like, what do I need to accomplish my goal? Which is...
Wait, what was the formula? Mr. Physics guy, what was the formula? You had a whole
calculating,
He said he calculated.
Right, because like...
It wasn't mashing, okay?
End goal is help people
Okay.
and remove struggles with the aid of technology. That's why I was in physics. I wanted to create machines that would take away like lack of nutrition or water or energy from the entire world. So the degree I was going for was in Alpine. So I have the machines. I literally build these things already. So I had that knowledge that just came to me in my dream or whatever. But the money. So I did the research.
That's
how
an
to invest.
expensive hobby, bro.
Right. So how do you make money? Start a business. All right, cool. So I spoke to my best friend, mentor, a lot of names for him, Tesfa. And we spoke like every day for a year until we pounced up on Jamaican Cafe. Just because the school food was horrible.
All right, what's Jamaican Cafe?
So Jamaican Cafe is a restaurant in New York, in Stony Brook, that provides Jamaican cuisine with an American twist. Super delicious and innovative tastes. Oh, that should be in the box somewhere. So
We're helping him come up with his taglines right now.
So, we cater to a very diverse group of audience, like from everywhere. And everyone enjoy it, and we tweak everything to suit their taste buds. And it's like, we are trying to, how we were going to help people with technology or still am. Now we're helping them with food. Stressful environment, here's a plate of food that can make you feel a little better. So it's like, It's not technology yet, but this food for right now should satisfy, So we're just that place you come to and just have something that can take away the stress of the day.
Okay, so you started in the food business with a Jamaican Cafe.
Yes.
And then you went on a trip. I'm like trying to put the pieces together. You went on a trip and you were cooking, got hot oil on your face, a tragic moment. You're like, I need to heal my face, natural ingredient. You built this body butter and was like, okay, I got to get this out there.
Yes.
So the timeline's right for me. Like,
Yes,
okay.
yes. And future, the only part that's missing now is the future. Because as NBE stand for a natural alternative to soap for cleaning, body butter for moisturization, we are targeting problems like the eczema cream. Like that is built to take care of the eczema without any steroids or side effects or any worsening the problem.
Yeah.
So we are solving problem again, helping us to solve problems with a natural replacement. So the future aspect of this is to just find every problem that exists on the body or even within and just find a natural alternative, because life, we only have one and we have to live it the best way we can. So all natural is just seem like the best way to go.
Okay, so from an entrepreneurial standpoint, who's like an inspiration to you? Like, if there's one entrepreneur that you kind of like watch and research and kind of inspired by, is there anyone that kind of like comes to mind?
So entrepreneurial inspiration would definitely be Kanye. Is up there. Yes, his spirit of the dedication he put behind everything. the distance you've traveled to get to where he is, it's very inspirational.
Did you watch his documentary?
Not as yet. I'm saving it for an off weekend, which never comes, but we're going to make it.
Which never comes. It was amazing. I get this question a lot, like, Dana, like, how do you keep going? Like, what keeps you inspired? Like, what? And I'm curious. It's easy to say, oh, like, I'm faithful and I pray and all this kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, that sounds cool. But, like, is there anything systematic that you do, like, when you're in a rut or you're not feeling good or you don't feel empowered, you don't feel support? Like, is there anything that you do?
Yes, definitely. And it's so easy. I don't even have to think. I take a deep breath and I think about my unborn children. I am not a parent yet, but everything I do is for them because, like, I just believe in that system of pouring into the next generation, into the next. So I remind myself that everything I do is for them because it stops with me. All the struggles, all the everything, the pain and all of that stops here. So I will embody that burden. I am the sacrifice for my future legacy. So
That's so good.
That keeps me
So
going.
good. Oh, that gave me like literal chills. So good. And I swear, when you have a child, you will look at your child and be like, what the heck? Like, I never knew that love could live in physical form. My heart is outside of my body.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. I'm
you.
excited for you. All right, so what's next for Natural Beauty Express? Because I remember when you first joined Natural Beauty Express, you didn't have soap.
No,
Right?
just body butters.
You only had body butters, if I'm not mistaken, and then you innovated to soap. So where in your logic do you say, okay, our brand is ready for a new product? Like, how do you get to that place? Because I think a lot of entrepreneurs maybe on here kind of like ask that same question, like, okay, when do I innovate? When is it too much? When do I, focus on the product that I already have? How did you make that decision to start coming out with soaps?
Listen.
Okay.
You
Break that
literally
down.
Listen, like you just listen, right? So there's an audience out there who supports you. So definitely listen to them. If you're creating a moisturization, you use that after you shower. So if they're moisturizing with your product, they would like to shower with your product too. So, that is where the soap came into it. And then even future aspect, there are some cultures out there who don't like a soap bar. So, hint, hint, a liquid soap, right, is going to be the thing. And then some people don't like the dip, and for the body butter, it's a pump action. So it's like you just innovate along convenience for your audience. So
He's
listen.
telling the truth, guys. He's telling the truth. I mean, we both create products for a living, so he's telling the truth. Absolutely. I think listening to y'all is the most important thing. Is like, we appreciate y'all feedback. Like,
Right.
Y'all tell us what y'all need, and we do our very best to kind of accommodate y'all and figure out what is it that what we bring to market next. We don't create products for us. We create products for you.
Right. So, they are the eras in their store. We're just Yodas, just.
We're
guiding them.
Yodas?
Yeah.
We're Yodas.
Yeah, I think it's singular, but, we're plural today.
Yoda. What's Yoda? Isn't that from Star Wars or
Yes,
something?
yes, that's the green guy that.
With the little
guided-
ears like this?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so we just finished launch day. What was your favorite part so far? So no one on here has actually seen launch day yet, but you came in, call time was at 8 o'clock, you were late.
My apologies. My sincere apologies.
I was late. You have no idea what I went through to get here on time. Like, literally, I'm late to everything. I swear. Okay, so, what was one of your favorite things from launch day today?
Seeing the team is wonderful. It's always a pleasure coming by. You guys are cheerleaders. I really love that part about it. But definitely going through the entire setup, seeing how things are done. Again, you guys operate a well-oiled machine. Being a part of that machine is different from just looking in. So being on the inside and seeing the mechanics of it is definitely something that I really enjoyed and being a part of. Can't wait to see the finish everything.
Yeah.
And definitely grateful again for this gift. It's well received, and thank you so much.
I cannot wait for y'all to see the reel. Our vendor could not come in and not create
Right.
content with us. Okay, last question. Ready?
Ready.
If there was anything, 100% honesty, that you wanted to ask me, what would it be? It could be about anything. All reins are off.
Oof.
There's one question you wanted to ask Dana.
The answer would be so long to this question, I feel. But I would like to know, like, the beginning stories. Because, like, we know, again, Kanye in his now, in the prime. What was that day one when you decided to go on this path? And then what were those struggles along the line that you faced that hit you in the knees, you fell, you got up, brushed it off, and kept going?
That's like 20 questions, Kaydon, in
Right.
one. You gotta pick one.
One.
I'll tell you one story.
One story.
One story. We got time for one story.
Okay. The beginning.
All right, so I've definitely told this story before, but I feel like it was the beginning to the rest of my life. And I feel like the beginning of the rest of your life starts with your confidence. If you are not confident enough to proceed on the things in your heart, to go for the things that your ideas and what you think of, then I mean the cemetery is carrying a lot of dreams in there. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of dreams buried in the cemetery just because you were afraid to speak up, or you didn't feel like it was capable or possible, or that you could do this. You know what I mean? And so I will say there was one specific moment of confidence that changed my life forever. So my dad is a famous entertainer. You know who he is. You're a New Yorker, so you definitely know who he is. But he's a magician. He's a performer. Like,
Right.
you know, that's where I get my animation from. That's why I'm so extra. And I remember one time, you know, I had told him, like, oh, like, you know, I want to preach. Like, I want to speak the gospel for a living. Like, you know, like, I think that'll be cool when we were building Sprinkle of Jesus. And so one day, randomly, we're in Irvington, New Jersey. And remember, he owns cotton candy machines, he owns bouncing castles, and so on the weekends, he would literally take the bouncing castles out of the garage, and we would blow them up, sanitize them, clean them, all that kind of stuff. So we're outside, it's a gorgeous day outside, we have kids running down, like, I'm trying to give you the visual, right? And, like, it's a small block, like, with just, like, small single homes on it, and we have kids running down the street, laughing and giggling, water everywhere. And I remember one day I went in the house, or that day I went into the house for a moment, and I don't know what I was doing, but I can hear the kids out of the windows, all that kind of stuff. And he goes, Dana, come out here. And I'm like, hey, what's up? He was like, come out real quick. I said, what? He said, you about to preach. I said, wait, what? I said, Dad, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, go outside and preach right now.
Right.
I said, to who? Like, there's no one listening. Like, who am I preaching to? And he said, to the kids. What? These kids are like ages like 5 to like
Right.
12 years old. I said, Dad, I'm not preaching to them. And I started getting excited. Or I'm like, I'm not preaching them. They don't even, like, making all these excuses up. That's what we do when we're fearful, when we're not confident, when we are afraid to share our gifts and our talents. We make excuses
Right.
that maybe the other people watching are not able to receive what is it that we have. But the thing is, my dad knew that I had that little feeling in my stomach of nervousness when it came to me exalting my gift,
Right.
saying and doing what I said I wanted to do. And so when he was able to see that as a parent in me, that he knew, like, no, Dana, I can see it from you. Like, even ever since you were a child, you were an entertainer. But that first hump that the enemy will try to stick you in a box in is making you fearful, nervous, concerned about what other people were going to think about you. And he knew he needed to rip that out of me.
Right.
And so literally, He's like, go out there right now. I'm so scared and terrified. Like, literally, like, tears start going in my eyes. And I'm like, Dad, no. Like, I can't do this. Like, Dad, they don't understand. Like, they don't even know what anointing means. Like, I think, like, I'm not doing this. You know what I mean? And he's like, get out there right now, or I'm not helping you.
Right.
And I took that deep breath. And that was the first time I fought it. I fought the urge to tell myself no.
Right.
Where my discipline told me go do it anyway. And we all know that repetition and practice builds confidence. So I went out there and literally he gathers all the kids up from the block and I'm talking, they're all looking at me like this.
Blank.
Not sure what they're about to hear. And I go and I just start like talking about God and praying. And I was like, guys, like, you know, it's so cool to love God and this and that. I probably sound so stupid. I probably sounded so stupid. But at that moment, within 60 seconds of being in, we know that that gift takes over.
Right.
You know, that anointing, whatever it is that you've been called to do, it may not be preaching, it may not be literally ministering in the church or something like that. It may not be that. We're in marketplace ministry.
Right.
We bless people with the way that we love, we care, we inspire them with our products. And that was the first time that I fought it. Like, I fought that little feeling in my stomach, and I tell the girls that all the time. It's like, you know, none of them acted before this? None of them. Would you ever be able to tell that?
No. All
I'm talking
professionals.
full-blown, like, supporting actress role, Emmy award-winning. Like, they're good.
Yes, yes.
Because my first thing is, like, you have to fight that feeling of trying new things. And that day I will remember for the rest of my life, because that was the moment that I said yes. And I said, nothing's going to stop me, especially fear. And that is the day that the enemy became as scared as hell because of who I was going to become. He knew now I was dangerous. He knew now there was no stopping me. And I knew that that was my dad's goal the whole time. That if I had confidence that I could take on the world.
Right.
Who the heck am I at 24 years old to think I could build a distribution company and help other businesses? I don't know. But I'm coming for you, Sephora. I'm coming for you, Ulta. Until you give us a seat at the table, we're going to continue to create our own.
Right.
Or, you know, you could acquire us and give us the funding necessary to take it to the next level.
Right.
Wait, can you zoom in? You could. We're here. We're waiting. But we will continue to take money from y'all until you do so. With all, no, not humbly. With all due respect.
Right.
They didn't give us shelf space, so we had to take it.
Yeah.
We're going to take it. That's what the internet does. It empowers us. But, yeah, that's the only thing that I encourage. That's where it all started. Because then after that, oh my gosh, you couldn't stop me.
Right.
You couldn't stop me. And then from there, I just had to learn how to control it, be respectful with it, to do it with care and with love. And most importantly, when you finally are comfortable with your gift, you start bringing that gift out of other people. And that was the next step of that blessing. When I knew that I was called to leadership, was I was okay with giving what I had to other people.
Right.
Because
right.
I was never fearful of it dimming any kind of my light, but I knew that, oh my gosh, we would blind the whole frickin' world if we could unite together. And so yeah, that's where it all started.
Ah, so it's a very
That's where it
cool
all started.
beginning. Confidence.
Yeah, confidence.
Yes,
So
okay.
when you have your daughter or your son, just giving them confidence will change their lives.
Start with
I
confidence.
promise.
Makes a lot of sense.
I promise. Oh, I haven't told that story in a really long time.
It's a good story.
The pandemic, like, completely stopped interviews and kind of, like, speaking engagements and stuff like that. But
We're back.
we're back. Baby, we are back, or we just don't care.
Right.
Or we just don't care.
We're Kerala. We're back.
All right, and so I want everyone watching and listening to support your businesses. So please let them know, one, where they can find the Jamaican Cafe. I'm sure the food is delicious. Well, I'm not sure. I know for a fact because he's brought us food before when you came to drop off some product, and where they can find your body butters and all your new products.
So, Jamaican Cafe is located in Stony Brook, New York, on the Stony Brook University campus. It's a walk-on campus, so feel free, come on, excite your taste buds. And
Wait, what's your new tagline? Did you forget? We gotta rewind the tape.
I don't remember that one, but it was something with taste buds. And then for Natural Beauty Express, it's just naturalbeautyexpress.com online, and then enjoy some moisturization, some nice natural cleanness. Your spouse would love you for it.
Well, please check out Natural Beauty Express on curlbible.com. Remember, Curl Bible is the #1 destination for all things beauty with products you're not going to find anywhere else, because we're all small businesses who decided to join forces together and build the next biggest beauty company in the world. So, we're out of here. I don't really know how to end these things. I mean, do you want to end it? I don't know. What do they do on YouTube? Comment, like, subscribe. I think we did the right thing. I don't know.
Start with confidence. It will make your life better.
Comment, like, and subscribe.